Tonight, authorities are checking to see if they were deliberately set. Penny Crone's at the IRC Park Road subway station now. Penny?
Jack, one of the biggest dangers to subway riders is fire, and lately there's been an extraordinary high number of fires in our tunnels. Well, there was a fire right down here in this subway tunnel, and it was one of many. The mayor and top police and fire officials called an impromptu meeting this afternoon to try to find out what or who is causing the frightening high number of subway fires that occurred this morning.
This is an unusual number of fires. Normally there are 9 to 12 fires all day, and it caused service disruptions for transit passengers.
From 8:29 this morning until noon, 15 fires occurred at 14 different subway stations between 59th Street and the Brooklyn Bridge. The most damaging blaze occurred at 42nd and Lexington. That fire was set on the tracks at 8:29. It caused power to be shut down and delayed service for a half hour. There were no injuries. The rest were small trash fires set on the tracks. It is believed the fires were intentionally set.
The rash of fires that we've had were minor fires, and then nothing in those fires that we find any extreme danger.
I want to assure the public that the fire department, the transit police, and the New York City Police Department are making this a top priority. And they are assigning additional personnel to combat this rash of fires.
All of the fires except one occurred on the platform in trash receptacles. While that may not sound bad, there is a big problem. Fire officials say it gets very smoky, and it causes confusion for everyone.
The concern is the large number in the short period of time, and of course, there's always the possibility that any one of these could turn into a real subway fire.
And it's important to note there have been a high number of fires throughout our tunnels in the last few days. But remember, there were 15 fires in Manhattan this morning, when the average is 9 fires a day throughout the 5 boroughs. Reporting from Lower Manhattan, Penny Crone, Fox 5 News. Now back to you.
All right, Penny, thank you.
Well, tonight dozens of people are injured, many of them from our area, after a New York to Florida Amtrak train jumped the tracks and barreled into 2 buildings.
Oh, holy shit.
Rescuers say close to 200 people were on the Silver Meteor when it derailed in the North Florida town of Palatka near Jacksonville this morning. The cars bolted the rails just before the station and then careened across a city street. The train was filled with pre-holiday travelers, and officials say it's a miracle no one was killed.
We were extremely lucky today. We do have a tank farm behind us, but we could have had tragic results.
So I look over there, the train is just, it's coming at me. And all of a sudden I see all this dirt. I mean, it must have been about 20 feet high.
Of the injured, 7 are in serious condition. Investigators are on the scene, but tonight there's little speculation as to the cause of the accident. Amtrak has set up a special phone number for New Yorkers wanting to find out about loved ones who might have been on that train. The number is 800-424-7960.
The Soviet Union will exist for 2 more weeks. Then it's history. Boris Yeltsin and Mikhail Gorbachev have agreed that that's when a new Commonwealth will take over. The hammer and sickle flag will be no more. More from Jan.